So look, um, Street, what you do this week, man? What was on your agenda?
I ain't do nothing. I just work.
Work,
What you do?
Yeah.
work,
Work,
work, kids, family,
family life.
and work,
I'm gonna get there one day.
and and more kids stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Me, I was just mostly trying to stay positive.
that's
I was
good.
trying to do y'all believe in speaking things into existence?
Hell yeah,
Power to tongue.
all time.
Okay.
I'm big on that.
Manifesting?
Yeah, I'm big on that. Like,
Really? That's it. You know what? That's interesting because when I ask people this question, sometimes they make me feel weird in that, like, what are you talking about?
nah, I'm like, cause everything like revolves around energy, right?
Yes.
So if you're around people that got like bad energy or not really doing nothing, like you're gonna get sucked into that energy. You're gonna find yourself on the norm just doing what they doing. But if you're around that's like doing their thing, even if you're not doing your thing, it's gonna force you to do your thing.
Okay.
Because you're gonna be like, damn, I'm just sitting around not doing nothing. Y'all waking up and y'all doing X, Y, and Z. Damn, I need to do something.
Okay, so you're saying like put yourself in an environment that is more positive.
Yeah.
Like me, I kind of do things like I burn cinnamon, I wipe it on the front door. I
Do you
I
really believe in that stuff? My
yes.
friend bought me one of them things over my house
What thing?
to burn the energy and all that kind of shit, man. And it's
You had
like,
the Palo Santo sticks, you have sage. Now
that's what
I'm
it was to
not
say.
right. So I'm not like truly educated in everything, but from what the little bit that I do know, like yes, I do think that there is some truth in having certain sages, Palo Santo sticks, if I'm saying that right, and also, just being again more positive and being in a positive environment. But I think that the combination of it all is kind of like a shield to be able to walk through life.
I ain't never been into none of that.
Really?
Like sages and all
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
I
me
just talk.
neither.
I'm be honest with you. I just like talk. I just pray and just talk to God. Like
Okay.
if I'm like in a tight situation or something, I just talk to God. I don't know if I'm talking to myself or not, but I just be talking like I just give it to God. I say that. Like I don't never worry about nothing. I don't give a fuck if the building burning down. I just be like, man, if I'm supposed to get out here, God gonna get me out of here. Like that's how I look at any situation. Like
And so I get that. And but to me, it's like it's how they say it's a village. I feel like there's a spiritual village as well. So where there is a higher source, whether people believe in God or whatever it may be, and then you still have your spirit guides, your ancestors, and your angels. Like I talk to them all. And I am like when I tell you I talk to them, like I believe that sometimes my friends can't give it to me. My mama can't give it to me. My dad can't give it to me. I feel that sometimes I have to go into a quiet space and just be with one.
yeah.
And I think that being there and being with one helps me get through a lot of situations.
But as far as like being around people, yeah, you could be around a group of people that's negative, and that'll mess up your whole flow.
Energy definitely matter.
Yeah, it'll mess up your whole flow. You can have a group of people that's like when I say doing anything, I don't mean like they got all the money in the world, but they trying to do something. They got ideas and they working on it, whether they failing or not. Like they trying, like that's good energy, especially if you trying to like go that way. But then if you over here with this energy and it's just people arguing, complaining, like not really like doing nothing, you're gonna be stuck. That's gonna be your norm. Cause if you go over here on this side and the energy is like, oh yeah, we about to go to brunch and then we got this meeting with such and such and then we about to go do. It's like, damn, okay, y'all trying to do y'all thing. Maybe I need to just like see what's going on, cause you might learn something from that. You might gain something from that versus you around some bad energy. If that makes sense, I'm trying to make it make sense.
I mean, it makes sense, but it just sometimes I don't know if people understand that. I think that sometimes you dwell in your environment that you become as one that you do not see how that environment affects you. So if I am always, I don't really know. And I guess I don't really know how to express it because I do think that, energy in your environment plays a part.
Right.
But I think that sometimes we don't know that. And we become stuck and placing in the same shit, in the same bullshit, and not understanding that there is better out there. There's more out there. There's something that's waiting for us out there. And
Cause
then,
that's all you know. So you
because
think
that's all I
that's
know.
all
Because
it is.
this is it.
So
This is
then
my
when
life.
when some new shit come up, when the good come up, like some good energy, you kind of like, oh, they funny acting. I don't really like that.
Right.
And it's like, no, like you could probably really learn from this. They not funny acting. They doing their thing. They could probably help you get to where you're trying to go. Whether it's advice, opinions, they might know somebody. You might want to get to real estate. They might know somebody that can help you.
Know
versus
somebody
you
that
just
knows
like,
somebody.
Yeah, instead of you just stuck in that box and you like, this all I know, so this is what I'm gonna do.
I wonder, okay, so I just have a question.
Uh,
Do you think that that's how poverty is? Like people that are stuck in poverty is because they don't know any better and they
Yeah.
don't know how to move out of that?
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. And this was a blessing, right? So me and Street, we are from the same neighborhood, right? Boom. When I graduated from high school, I didn't want to go to college. I was okay with just graduating and just hanging, just doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I always had ideas, like I always was into like movies and stuff, right? So I went on a black college tour and we went to Howard University. And I was like, what the is this? Like,
That's all them pictures you sent me. When that one Jay-Z
no, that's when I went. That's when I actually was going there.
Oh, when
But
you actually going
we
there.
went
Oh,
on a
yeah.
tour.
Oh, okay.
So we on a tour and I'm just like walking around, like I see all these black people and I was confused, but I was infatuated. Like it's something outside of like Detroit. Like I never seen nothing like this. And I just saw like the Cosby Show, but I know that's the like TV. You know what I'm saying?
You see that shit.
So when I went home, I'm like, I go to college, but I want to go to Howard. Like I don't give a nothing else. I want to go here. We went to Hampton too, but I was like, no, I want to go to Howard.
What's
like,
the first college you went to? One in Florida? What we drive to?
Yeah, I went to Tallahassee.
What was that college?
Tallahassee Community College.
Yeah, okay.
So I go there, right, and I'm calling Howard every day because I have no scholarships or nothing. I'm blowing them up. I'm calling them every day like, hey, did I get accepted? I called them so much, they knew who the fuck I was. Like, I called them one day, they was like, look, your letter ain't came yet, but you got accepted. I'm like, oh. So I'm saying it to say like what you're saying. When I went to school, it was sleeping Scott, it was sleep. I think sleep, and like I think Twine. But anyway, I was so infatuated with what I was seeing. I wanted them to see the same thing that I was seeing. So when I came home, my mind frame was just a little different because I saw so much stuff. So like when I came home, I'm like, nah, it's more than this. But when you in it and you don't get out, you might not understand that. You know what I'm saying? So that go back to what you were saying. If you just used to one situation, you might not understand this other situation. That might be a better situation. And you might frown upon that situation.
Not knowing the whole time.
Because you're not
It's
right.
better.
It's
Yeah.
better
you know
for
what I'm
you.
saying? So,
That's real.
cause I
can see that.
Because I'm always like, I've always been curious. So when I went and seen other things and come back home, I'd be like, damn, like what I got?
Really?
Like, yeah, like that's how I used to think. Like,
Because of what he done seen.
because the world is so much bigger. I was realizing the world was so like, I was so closed-minded. I see it was a girl. She's from LA, and I never said nothing to her. But one day I walked up to her. I'm like, what part of Detroit you from? And she's like, I'm from LA. And I was like,
What you know about them?
you got on Cardi's. What you mean you from LA? Like you not from Detroit? Like your mama from Detroit? Your dad? She's like, no, I'm born and raised in LA. And I was just blown away because she had on some Cardi's. I thought only Detroit people
people,
had
yeah.
wore Cardi.
I mean, we did.
I mean,
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm
but you
just
know what I'm
joking.
saying? Like,
Right, I
I was
get
just,
it. I get it.
but
Right.
I take it back to like, yeah, I feel like the people you surround yourself with is that's how far you gonna get.
Hey,
Unless, or unless somebody in that circle has that opportunity to go
see something
further
different.
and bring it back to their friends and then upgrade. You know what I'm saying?
You
That
know what?
situation.
And that is so crazy you say that because I don't know. Of course, I have friends in all different aspects of life, right? But I think that more of my mother and my family kind of poured into me to one, go to college. Now, I will say that I don't think that I probably should have stayed in Michigan, only just because that I don't know anything but. Like, I never experienced like, I still have friends to this day that go back to their college for homecoming.
Yeah,
Like, what? I
yeah.
don't know nothing about
And
that,
that's a
like,
big
at
thing
all.
too. That's like major.
But it's like who poured into me were my parents. You know, pouring into me was making sure that I was going to go to school, making sure that I was going to be educated, which may not always be the right thing. And I guess this is kind of losing topic a little bit, but just to kind of talk about that some, I feel like, and I lost it, but we can now move on into how do you pour into yourself, because outside of manifesting things and speaking things into existence, how do you know to pour more into yourself than to others? Because I know for fact that I pour more into others than I do myself. And that may be kind of like a trauma thing for me, because not that like I have some wild ass trauma shit, but just that I know sometimes what it feels like to go without, or to not have certain shit, or to not feel a certain way. And so I don't want my friends or anyone around me to feel less than, or to feel unimportant. So sometimes I know that I pour more into them than I do myself. And then when my cup is full and that shit is pouring over, then I have to retreat. I have to like figure out what's wrong with me, or why am I feeling this way? And I'm starting now because I'm older to understand, like, Elisha, what are you doing? Like, you always on the go. You're never sitting down. You're never settled. You're never like just within your own space. You're always with someone else. You're always making sure, oh, you got to do this for that person. I mean, even family, friends, or lovers,
I
I'm
think it's just
always.
in you, man. It ain't even like no time or like how you can give that, because if that shit just in you and like you just gonna pour into people. You
I
know
Yeah.
what I'm
mean, and that's
saying?
just a
Like,
gift
And
and a curse, I guess.
yeah,
and
because
it's
I
cool,
don't.
but I know what you're saying because like I had my days where I'm like overwhelmed and I just feel like I need a moment or just some time to myself.
Even when you giving yourself that, you the type of person that still, you give your time some rest and you get up and rest. Your phone ring or something happen, whatever it was, whatever you feel like you gonna do for that person, you gonna do it. So it's still like, once again, it's like your gift and the curse thing. Like with you always, how you say you on the go, you doing this and you doing that, you doing that. Not one time is you gonna make that your New Year resolution that I'm gonna put more into myself this year than I did last year, because it's just in you, man. If it's in you to do X, Y, Z, to pour into other people, it's gonna be in you to do that, because that's just who you are as a person. You can say you want to do this or that, but then forget the words. It's the actions.
I've always been like Superman in my
That's
family.
what I'm saying.
And then like,
Yeah.
Me too.
my
Superwoman.
daddy was always Superman when he was alive. You feel what I'm saying? So I've always seen him, man, just do everything for everybody. Always put himself last. Like
Yeah.
never wanted nothing. He'll give you the world, and he be like, you ain't gotta give me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like long as you straight, I'm good. And like I'm like the same way. Like I just try to make sure everybody else is
Do you
okay.
feel that people take advantage of that though?
People can't take advantage of that though.
Okay.
Yeah, people can't take
I
advantage
mean,
of
I
that.
think that I've ran into people personally that have taken advantage of that from me. And and tried to turn it around as if something was wrong with me. And so it's like it made me kind of look at myself a little bit, because I don't know if sometimes that person is always a good place to be in, especially if you don't know how to fall back and take care of yourself. You can become overloaded. You can become overloaded with people's problems or people, and not necessarily that they have problems that you have to fix, but because of the person that I am, I feel like I need to help. Not that necessarily I can fix your problem, but I at least need to be there with you to make sure that you're gonna be okay. I wanna make sure you always gonna be okay.
I think like far as like relationship wise on that like that kind of part of it, I think next time, like when I do get involved, I'm gonna pour more into the whole overall rather than just the financial part. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I probably like put more into that situation than I did like really like damn like, you know what I'm saying? Pour more into the whole value of the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
And like I don't know if this on topic or not, but like people do have that problem, like especially guys. Like they not like they'll feel like as long as I'm taking care of the bills, I'm doing my job. But like you still, but no, but listen, like yeah, you still need to like buy flowers. You still need to take on dates. You still need to tell her how beautiful she look, give her a hug, slap on her booty or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just I'm paying a bill, so
Provided.
that's all I need to do. Don't nag me to death. Like no, like you still need to like love on your
Yeah,
lady. Like, you
definitely.
still need to
Definitely.
have like the moments, even if it's just like a hug in the kitchen at the refrigerator. Like you still like need like that moment, just to let her know like you see her.
So I was watching something, I love my TikTok. So I'm always on TikTok. So if you know me, I'm sending you something at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, right? And so it's this lady on TikTok. She's like 27 years old. She's dating this 51-year-old man. He's a firefighter. So she's a stay-at-home mom and they have 3 kids, right? And so she talked about the other day on how they had a conversation about him being more present in the household. Like, yes, he takes care of the bills, but how are you going to help me with these kids? So some people in the comments were like,
That nigga
girl.
old as hell. He probably like, man, baby, you better just I'm paying these bills. You better hope I'm.
So people in the comments were like, you're selfish. You don't have to get up and work. So why does he have to help you with the kids? But it's like, to piggyback off of what you said, like, yes,
That just got to be born.
you still a provider, but at the same time, like staying at home and being a housewife is still a job. So when you come home, you still have to be present in the household.
Definitely.
So like it was a point where I did feel like, man, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and you at the crib. So when I come home, I need to rest because you've been at the crib. But I listen to people, I listen, you know what I'm saying? So when it might take her like a couple seconds, a couple times, but one time I was like, I see where she coming from. Because if I'm at home with the kids, I'm not just at home with the kids chilling. Like you making food, you cleaning up, you saying stop this. I'm trying to work. I don't take that for granted. So sometimes I come home, I know I'm tired. Like I know I'm like, man, I don't even want to take my shoes off. I just want to just lay on the couch right there with my coat on. But I know she been at the crib all day working too. And I feel like as a man, like even if I'm dead tired and she tired, I still need to step up and be like, all right,
And
go
you
lay
know
down.
what? And I think that is a beautiful thing because to me that sounds like, communication. So even going back to the lady on TikTok, it's like she's able to communicate with her husband. Like it's a team effort. And it's not just that, she's at home with the kids and blah blah blah. So that was interesting to hear because I don't think that a lot of people understand that communication is a really big key.
That's always I ain't gonna lie, like that's kind of like always been the problem with me, man. Like my communication really not that good as it should be.
Mine hasn't always been good either.
I
I
can't
used to
say
be
that.
terrible communicator.
Yeah. For one, like then like another reason, like I'm non-confrontational. Like I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like conflict in my relationship. I don't. So it's like I don't get into it as much. Like if I do some dumb shit, I gotta accept it. own up to it. So my communicating, like, I do need to work. I will work better on that. I can't say that because that, like you said, that's the most important thing. Y'all ain't communicating no shit. How either one of us gonna know? You know what I'm saying? Like something could have happened. Like you could have had a bad day at work or some shit and not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay to talk to your other person about that, but you might not want to because now your energy gonna be brought into the house because y'all not communicating. Like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, but it is something wrong with you.
So should your companion be your best friend?
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't think that nothing is wrong with it. I don't think that
Cause I mean, I'm not about to be with nobody and they're not my best friend.
so could you say that, and these are just questions. Now, can you say that like you have to be friends first before getting into a relationship with
I
someone?
think you should be friends first.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate way it should be.
Yeah, I
Be
think we should be
yeah,
friends
but
first.
like you said, like you gotta be like you know what I'm saying, like you gotta be my best friend. Like that's why you know what I'm saying. I like somebody that you can do everything with. You know
Right,
what I'm
but being
saying?
your
Like
best friend, you gotta understand
that's
that
where the communication really come in. Like, yeah, for
that's
sure.
where the community.
Yeah, like you know,
That's
like
where I was going with it. Okay,
I should be
okay.
I should be the first you communicate
Right.
with about whatever.
Right.
Like, but a lot of the time, like we don't like me. I know me. Like, if I know it's some, I'm not gonna want to like tell the truth too much about it because like I don't want to hurt your feelings. But at the end of the day, that's when you shouldn't do that. Hurt my feelings. If it's the truth, it's okay. If I gotta take it, let me deal with it. If I choose to deal with it, I deal with it. But just like,
Especially if I'm your friend. Like if we
yeah,
friends too, I should be able to tell you whatever and it hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Rather than me lying to you
Okay,
or not telling you at all.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. So okay. So going back to my TikTok, she was saying that, some of her comments were just kind of like, girl, get over it. He provides, he this and that. And then she's like, he's not only my provider, he's my friend too. Like he should be able to listen to what I need at home. And also, me understand that yes, with him being a firefighter, he is definitely gone, not just 8 hours out the day. He's gone for sometimes days. But then when he comes back, it's like I have to understand that he's tired, but he has to understand what I've been going through too. So we have to come together.
But and then a lot of that stuff you can't really like look at. Like a lot of them comments on social media, them people don't even be married. Like they don't even, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them be at home, no man, no nurse, no
No man,
girlfriend,
miserable as
giving you the
just
best.
typing. Right.
Yeah, so I always be like mindful of getting opinions from people, especially if they not in my situation. Like
Should married people only hang out with married people?
no, I don't think
no,
so.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But usually that's the case. But I don't think that you have to.
Yeah,
Usually married people they want to click up with married people and
I think that's boring as fuck.
do double dates.
Married people.
Yeah, like what are y'all talking about all day? Y'all kids and y'all married.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
What are
Like,
y'all doing?
but that's what I'm saying. Like, but married people do that.
I
Like,
mean,
they
but not
hang out
to-
together. They
Right.
because they got stuff in common.
I even know
But listen,
that.
so you don't think you got stuff in common with what? No, just cause y'all married.
I never said that. Let's make that very clear.
Right,
I never said that.
It's all right, like,
No, but my bad.
We
No,
can't hang out with you all.
no, you ain't got nothing in common with you.
me. We're not talking about me.
What we talking about?
We talking about
people. You married.
We talking about people. We talking about people in general. I'm just saying. I know married people that hangs with married people
Okay.
a lot. Like they go out
Yeah.
together. Like they hang
Yeah, I do
together.
that. I know.
You even see them on social media. Like they
Yeah.
are like, they married. They just do. That's just what married people
Yeah,
do.
for sure.
All right.
I'm not
I
saying
guess.
like I just with y'all.
He can't hang with us.
Right, we ain't got nothing in common.
We ain't got nothing in common with this man.
No, yeah, that makes sense though, but too like,
But I don't. But no, I don't agree that married people should only hang with married people.
Okay.
I don't agree.
I got another question for y'all. Soul ties. Can you?
wait. What's the definition of soul time? Like, what's your?
And you gonna take it there?
Yeah, cause I want to like really like touch on it. Like, what
Man,
it
okay,
means
so
for you.
listen, I feel like a soul tie is not just being intimate or just saying that, like, I feel like you can have soul ties with friends. I think that there's someone that from not even this lifetime that you come back and you meet and y'all just instantly click. It's the energy. It's kinetic. It's fire. It's just everything about it is kind of like you guys just intertwine with each other.
So is a soul
Like,
tie more deeper than a soulmate?
I think it's the same. It's the same. I think it's the same. And I think that you can have soulmates as friends. I think you have soulmates as lovers as well. I think that if I was to be married and I have my soulmate and let's say he passes away, I think I could find another one. I don't think that that's the end all and be all.
But some people can't. Some people, like, if they married to
Some
somebody.
people choose not to. Not that they can't. They just choose
Yeah,
not to.
true.
So I think that, how many people is it in this world? I don't think that there's just that
But
exclusive one
that's tough though.
person.
That's tough. You lose that soulmate. That's tough.
I'm not saying that it's not tough, but what I am saying is that there's more than one out there. I think that I think that say that I got to know somebody and found out he was married. And no, I didn't continue things with him. And so no, I don't know if that was technically my soulmate or not. But we connected in a way that damn, I wanted to know more. And not in a way of like lust. It's not lust that I'm talking about. It's more of like an energy, a spark. Like
Yeah, certain things you can't control.
you can't.
Yeah, certain things you can't, especially if you feel like that. Like energy is real. Like,
It's so real.
yeah,
And I don't think that most people understand that. Like, it's that spark. Like, when you go, that friction when you go up and kiss somebody and then you get that spark. That to me, that is energy. That ain't cause you rubbed up against the carpet or
Yeah.
something like that. And now y'all done touched each other and it's electric. Like, no, it's something that is uniting y'all together. It's the inner soul to me. And that's what ties
That's
y'all
what a soul
together.
tie is.
For
That's a good
real. Like,
definition.
that's what I think.
But if you saying all of that, I think it might be hard to find two of them, man.
And it may be.
It
I'm
might
not
be,
saying
man.
that. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that it can't be only one.
Yeah.
But if you're open, I feel like it can be more than one at times.
I mean, you heard what I just said. I said, the way you just put all of that, it seemed like it'd be hard to get two of them, man. That's deep. That person I gotta marry that person. I got to.
But
If a person to give me all that, what you just said, I gotta marry. I don't even want to find out. I wouldn't even want to find out if it was
What if
another
she
soul tie
dies?
out there. Huh?
what if she dies?
I mean, what you mean? That's yeah.
Then when you move on to try to find another one, or I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you like, oh, I gotta find another soulmate. I'm not saying that at all.
See, that's what I'm saying. It just depends. Cause like I said, like my sister, her husband passed away, and she just can't talk to. She can't move on. She can't talk to nobody else.
I mean,
So like,
and that was
I'm
her
just talking
person.
from like seeing it,
Yeah.
Right.
like,
You seeing it firsthand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Some people can though. Some people, they significant other died and shit. They out popping 6 months later.
Right.
See, and I think that I may have watched my soulmate marry someone else. And I'm okay with that. Because it's not this lifetime for us. Maybe next.
And I was gonna say that, like, that might be your soulmate, but just not for this lifetime.
That's
And I
deep.
think what I have come to grips and like learn and find out for real, like everybody to come into your life, period. But especially on that type of time, and when y'all do part way, like they serve their purpose.
Let's kind of fall into being married, um, getting divorced, or not getting divorced, and should you stay or should you leave?
If you married,
Yeah, if you're married.
I feel like if you married, that's like to death do us part. Like, if you having bad days, you gotta thug that shit out. Like, I don't agree with divorce.
Okay, so what if your mate cheated on you? Could you heal from that and move on? And I mean, I mean, because okay, we're just so I have to say this, right? I know of a person that is on the outside of that, where she is the person that the guy cheated with her. He's married. He cheated with her, and now like it's kind of like polygamy. It's kind of like he doesn't want to let her go. He doesn't want to let her go. She don't want to let him go, but she does not want him to leave his marriage. She don't want him to leave his marriage. And I said, girl,
That's
like
just that's just a toxic
that's
situation.
just toxic. Okay, so should the wife say, you gotta let her go or I'm leaving? And if he say, okay, well, I can't let her go.
The wife should be for sure. The wife should be allowed to say, "Let her go." She did, of course.
Yeah.
She was there first, right?
She was there first.
So yeah, of course the wife should be able to say, "Nigga, let her go or I'm leaving."
Yeah, this situation, his situation, not right.
From the
start. From the
that shit
start.
ain't be like no. I mean, like, and unless that nigga be like, "Well, I ain't leaving her," you know what I'm saying? Then it's up to that wife, but. I would hate to. No, I can't be put in no situation like that because if she want me to leave, then it's over. It's over. It's over with. I don't even know that nigga say, man. When you get in them kind of situations, you gotta try your best to control that because you don't want to be that nigga that your wife tell you to stop some shit that you got thoughts of thinking about doing, and it's your wife.
Or maybe he found his soulmate with her as well. Because then we talking about soul tie. What if he's really tied to both women?
The way she explained the way soul ties is, it's gonna be hard for me to want to let that go. Regardless of my wife want me to or not. If the way you explain the soul tie, it's gonna be hard to let that go because I feel the same way. But still, my wife, so right is right.
That's what I'm saying. But if he married, it should never even got to that. But I feel like when people get married, they could be married 20 years. You still
They're
don't,
not the same person.
But no, not that. You still don't know the person you married 100%. Because I'm still learning myself every day myself. So
Exactly.
you could be married to somebody for 30 years, like you still learning that person every day.
Exactly. And now I want polygamy.
I'm talking good. I ain't talking about bad. I'm talking good. I'm talking about what y'all talking about. I'm just saying when you're in a relationship with somebody, you could be with them for 5 years, but you still learning that person every day.
Right. But if they come back and say, you know what, I love you, I want you, but I want this person too.
That's a decision you don't have to make if you don't deal with that. And a lot of people not gonna be okay with it.
Yeah, for real.
It might be a small percentage that's okay with their boyfriend having 2 girlfriends or whatever the case, or vice versa, but that's not the norm.
Why is it not the norm? Who says that's not the norm?
It's not
Society.
So you mean to tell me if you got a boyfriend, you okay with him having another girlfriend?
I didn't say that was gonna be my situation.
No, I'm just saying, but
I'm
it's
just
not
saying.
the norm. I mean, I know some people is okay with it, like, you know what I'm saying, but your normal person you see every day ain't walking around with both of his girls on his arm walking to the movies.
I mean,
For Neo.
why?
Yeah, but I mean, but see that
But
going
look
to.
how many marriages Neo had to go through to get to where he is today.
But it's just the saddest though. Like Neo got cheese, so Neo has a better chance of having that opportunity.
So wait a minute now. So now.
But wait, time out. I'm not saying you got to be Neo because this is
No,
regular.
I'm talking about stature. So the more money you have, the less likely you'll be kind of like in a committed relationship.
No, it's not true.
I don't know.
It depends on the person though. It depends on the dude. Just cause you got money don't mean you're a real. You know what I'm saying? Or don't mean you like a solid dude. You can have money. You could I'm a lame, but now I got money. Now I can hit anybody I want. He gonna do his thing. But if you're a real that always had beautiful women in your life, it ain't really nothing. I just got my money. and I got the girl that I want. Like, we just gonna shine on the world, or we gonna shine and have, enjoy life together.
Yeah,
I
what
don't
she
think
said
that
is like, because they go back to what we talked about on the last one. Like, by you doing everything, is it okay for you to still do XYZ out there? So it's like the more money you get, you going because you gonna want
you experience
you can fuck
totally different
you
things.
can fuck
You
around without
start
a
to
problem if
see,
you want to
you
because
know,
of who you are and your
right,
status as a
and
person
you
and
start
what.
to be like, I don't
Yeah.
really want this, because I see what's different out here. I see how people move that have this type of money, and I don't know if I want to come home every day. I don't
That's
know
what
if
I'm
I
saying.
want to.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the person. Because, like LeBron James, you know what I'm saying? You can come from nothing and make it to the stop and still have your lady. Like, I'm cool.
But I'm pretty sure that
We can't assume. We can't do none of that.
you right.
Yeah, you can't do
Regardless
that.
of that,
You can't. We ain't do none of that.
he ain't
Yeah.
never came. He ain't never. He ain't never came to the
So,
media with it.
that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm
Getting
saying.
that.
It just depends on the person. It just depends on the type of nigga and what type of female that's in that
I don't
relationship.
know. I just think that, and that is true. I'm not going to say that that's not, but I think that it's more prevalent for people that have money to not want to be in committed relationships. I think that they have fun, that they're more free spirited, and that they see life differently
Yeah.
than people that are, and I'm not gonna say broke or whatever, but people that are not of that stature, like, what do you call them? Blue collar people that still are able to make a means, still have life, still have, excuse me, the family. But I think that when you become billionaire status, you don't even fuck about none of that. You trying to live and see the world. Fuck them kids. I ain't never coming home.
You can.
Cause you can.
Dude, ain't nobody gonna say shit to
And who
you.
gonna-
But
right.
don't be afraid to get cut off.
Exactly.
The commitment in that is like less likely though because of the statures.
Well, shoot, we gonna wrap this up. Episode 2.
All right.
Down here at the Down River Grill. Y'all need to come through 3904 West Jefferson Avenue, Ecorse, Michigan.
But I gotta say something before we wrap it up. What you got on? I like
This
this.
that black brand, man. Yeah, my man, black man. Black
Right.
owned business from Detroit. Black brand, I need to get on you, man. I'm gonna need some more of this.
Hey, I think I need some
That
too.
black shit. Oh, he got one of this.
He do.
Yeah, I think he even got kids, don't he?
Yeah,
I know he got.
I be doing the commercials. Them my brothers.
All right. I like it.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, till next time.
Next time.
Peace.